August just saw the second worst performing month for Bitcoin that we've seen over the past year. And with September famously called Rectember, we're going to take a look at what possibly could happen over the coming weeks of September and heading into quarter 4 2024. Stay tuned for this video because it's a really important one. It could kind of set us up for what's to come in the final part of this year. Before I begin the analysis, I'd really appreciate if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and in the comment section below I will leave two links. One to our Telegram group where you can receive free daily market updates, and also a link to our website where you can find out more information about us. So looking here at the Bitcoin monthly returns chart, we can see we closed August just now with a minus 8.6% on Bitcoin from the monthly open. Now, if we look to the September column, we can see that this is on average the worst performing month for Bitcoin. Often a good buying opportunity, probably the best of the year, because quarter 3, and we can see October, November and December are generally the best performing months for Bitcoin, the winter months, and we can see also by going to the quarterly returns how generally quarter 4 is the best performing month for Bitcoin, has an average return of plus 88%, and quarter 3 the worst performing. So September could be viewed as a good opportunity. So let's look straight away at the Bitcoin chart now, and we can see that the monthly close, we just closed August below 60,000, which is the first time it's just happened since February. So that's the kind of obviously the first bearish sign that this was we've realistically lost the monthly support level here, closing just below that, closing around 59,000, 58,500. So potential that this could become some level of resistance now, trying to reclaim. Now the ideal situation is if we don't have Rectember and it actually becomes a good month, is a weekly reclaim of the a monthly reclaim of the 2021 monthly resistance around just above 61,000. That kind of a good case scenario for this month. But during August we did see a massive sell-off at the start of the month, leaving behind this huge wick here. So we have to consider the opportunity. Are we going to revisit the lows of this wick? Now if we go over to the weekly chart, we can see that it could still be argued that Bitcoin is actually just moving in a long-term bull flag pattern, which obviously is viewed as bullish all the way since the start of early March. It's still kind of moving in this trend. So a chance that we do sweep these lows again just by testing the lower part of this bull flag here. Now, something to remember, obviously this year is the US election year, and that does coincide with the Bitcoin halving, so kind of the two things together do seem to create a pattern. And what we're seeing so far this year is not really too different to what we've seen in the past. 2016 we saw quite a lot of sideways, sort of we're trending generally upwards into the US November election, but a lot of sideways movement. It was only after that we saw kind of really exponential growth in Bitcoin. Same happened in 2020. A lot of chop sort of during the summer months and September as well, before the rally started heading into the US election, and then the biggest move came after that, which was the 2021 bull run. So what we are seeing so far is a similar pattern heading in towards the US election on 2024, which is on November the 5th. Also going back to this weekly chart here, if I remove this bull flag pattern, we can see that the bounce so far has come from this weekly demand, this weekly order block, which was not retested for a number of weeks, sort of since the breakout in February. So any move down, this is a level we really want to see holding on the weekly time frame. We don't want to start, to see weekly closes below this and heading lower. So we're looking, if we do get a move down, at least to form some sort of consolidation weekly on the 55 54,000 area. So far, we've always seen really strong reactions from 55,000. But yeah, we at least want to see this sort of hold as some sort of support. Going to the heat map. Now, this is going to show us where sort of volume of buy orders and sell orders are on the chart. And this is looking at the daily time frame for Bitcoin. I don't think we can ignore that there is a huge block of orders here, around 47,000 down to 46,000 area. Now, that's not to say that they're definitely going to hit, but if we do get a strong sell-off, this could be kind of the last big buying opportunity for Bitcoin. And with that amount of bids, that level of bids showing on the heat map in that area, I don't think we can ignore it. So I wouldn't rule out a visit just below 50,000 again. We did see that at the start of August. We actually moved down to 49,000, but with this huge level of bids here, keep an eye on a move potentially 48,000 at some point during this month. Now, what does this mean for altcoins? Now, we know that altcoins have been hit really hard. Some of them are trading at like bear market lows again, way down from where they were in Q1 2024. Looking here at the total 2 market cap, so this is the altcoin market cap. Again, you could argue that this is kind of trading in a bull flag pattern. This is a pretty steep one though, and it's just kind of moving in this downtrend. So we have seen a strong reaction. This was again from the first part of August when Bitcoin visited 50,000. A reaction from this weekly demand level on total 2. And we want to see that. We want to see that hold. We don't want to start to see any weekly acceptance really below that. But for now, we are still kind of moving in this downtrend. So we're looking for bounces from the lows, and obviously likely that 1 trillion is going to be quite some significant resistance on the move to the upside for the altcoin market cap. On the monthly chart, it's a little bit cleaner. We can see that the bounce came from, let me remove these drawings. The bounce came similar to Bitcoin from this weekly order block. This has, this area here was provided a significant bounce, but again, and particularly on the monthly, we don't want to see any acceptance back below that, because then we're looking at, are we going to start to trade back into the bear market range for total 2. So where does this lean in terms of some of the majors? So we're looking at like Ethereum and Solana. If we do get this this opportunity, this big pullback, what does it mean for Ethereum? So if I look at the Ethereum weekly chart to begin with, similar to the total 2, kind of moving into this weekly demand. We've got a good reaction at the start of August from 2000, but obviously during August we did lose the 2,900 weekly support. This was support from February. Gave bounces a number of times on the weekly. This was cut through and we're now sort of trading below. The bounce as well did come from the 618 fib level. If we run that from the bear market lows up to the 2024 highs, see there, 618 fib level giving the biggest bounce on this so far. If we do get a move down to it again, we want to see a reaction from 2,100, 2,000. But if we do get a significant pullback, and we have to remember Ethereum is trading really weak. It's been pretty terrible even since the ETF launch, to be honest. Looking at the weekly chart, I'm wondering, do we get a move down towards 1,800, 1,700 area, something like this? We saw this breakout in October, we got the breakout, but this level here hasn't been retested, so potentially kind of a worst case scenario really. Ethereum, they move 1,800, something like that. And I'll also show you quickly on Solana. This is looking at the daily chart. So many bounces throughout this year from the $130 level, we can see that's daily support. I mean, we can play the range until it's broken, but the more times things are tested, the more likely they are to break. So if we do get a break below this, the sort of except below the $130, I really like on Solana, and this is definitely achievable, I think, in September. This little 4-hour area here, which was created on that dip on August the 5th, for me, $115 to $110 is an area on Solana where I really would be considering to accumulate significantly more. Now, this video might seem quite bearish. It's not designed to be. It was kind of to prepare for like a worst case scenario, and keeping in mind the historical returns and how Q4 has played out. So really, it's more to give you preparation that for me it's just a big buying opportunity September if we do get this move down. So yeah, just kind of prepare you for a worst case scenario, and that for me, if this sort of thing does come and we do go to 50,000 or 47,000, for me, I won't be panicking. I will be accumulating more. Hope you found this video useful, guys. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on what we see for crypto for the remainder of 2024, and I will see you on the next video.